Okay, so today we're going to look at the ambient experience on the 4K Max Fire TV stick and how you can adjust it. All the details coming up shortly. Don't forget to like this video, share it and subscribe to my channel. Doing these three things help us make more great videos for you. So today we're going to look at the ambient experience, which comes pre-built into the 4K Max second generation Fire TV stick. Now, first of all, if you don't like it, then just moan about it in the comments down below. But if you really don't like it, then there's a quick and easy way you can turn it off. Just go across to the settings cog over there, down and across to display and audio, down to ambient experience. As you can see there, my ambient experience is switched on. If I want to switch it off, then just highlight ambient experience, middle button on the remote, and there you go, it turns it off. Unfortunately though, when you hold down the home button, it is still there. And if we go into it, it just turns the Fire Stick off. Now, you would have thought that Amazon might have replaced it back with the apps button when you turned it off, but unfortunately they haven't. So again, moan about that in the comments down below. There's nothing I can do about it, but it'll obviously make you feel better. But if you really feel strongly about it, then let Amazon know themselves. Let them know that, okay, perhaps if we wanted to turn the ambient experience off, they could replace that ambient experience box just there, back with the good old apps button that we all know and love. But if you like the ambient experience, let's have a look further at it and how we can customize it. So let's just have a look. What is the ambient experience? Well, it is all these pretty pictures that come up after a few minutes if you're not watching something on your Fire TV stick. It gives you the time, the weather, and the date, sticky notes and some other little widgets down the bottom of the screen too. Now this is how it's set as default. So if we want to customize this, let's just press the home button on the remote control to go back to the main screen, and let's go across to the settings cog and then down and across to display and audio and then into ambient experience. And as you can see, if you go down even further, you've got ambient preferences. So here we've got the widget sizes, the standard widget sizes. So at the moment they are small, as you saw on the screen just then and right now. But if we don't like them small, if we want them larger, then we can make them larger. So all we do is we just change widget size from small to large. And as we can see now, the widgets have become larger, showing us more of what we want on the screen. Now, another option we've got here is it says widgets at start. Now it's set to show. Now, what does that mean? Now, that means when the ambient experience comes up after a few seconds, widgets will appear at the bottom of the screen, just like they've just done now. But if we go into the widgets at start options there, you've got show, then hide. So if we set it to that, as you can see, the widgets appear, and then after a little while, the widgets will disappear. This is handy if you've got a screen and you're worried about screen burn. You don't want these boxes burning into your screen. So they'll just show for a little while. There you go. And they've just disappeared. You've also got the option just to completely hide them, so that when you go into the ambient experience, it doesn't show those boxes at all. You just get the screen and maybe the time and the weather up in the top left hand corner. So you've also got a border there, so you can, at the moment it's set to none, but if we go to black and select that, we've got a black border. And as you can see here, I've gone into ambient experience and we've got a nice little border around the edge. The photo's smaller, but it gives us a bit of a photo frame effect. As you'll see, we've got a choice of black, navy, or even grey. I myself aren't really a great fan of the borders, but let us know down below if you are. I suppose in some respects it does make the date and the weather easier to see if the picture is interfering with them. So you've also got background image on or off. If we turn that off, you just literally get the time and the weather come up and the boxes, the widget boxes at the bottom of the screen, but no background picture. Again, this is handy if you've got sight problems and you want to see these things vividly. You've also got background rotation speed. So this is the different pictures, how often they rotate. So you can change that from 1 minute to 5 minutes to 10 minutes to 30 minutes, 2 hours, 6 hours every day, or no change. So this is, like I say, this is handy if you've got a screen and you're worried about screen burn. So it does change the picture every so often. Although screens nowadays don't suffer half as much as what they used to do with screen burn. So really, I suppose anything like 5, 10, 30 minutes should be absolutely fine and shouldn't cause any screen burn. Any longer than that, and you're likely to experience some kind of screen burn on some, I believe it's OLED TVs. I think it actually gives you a reason here on the right there. It says set how often the background image changes. Warning, infrequent rotation of an OLED TV may result in image burn damage to your screen. We recommend using 1 or 5 minutes as your rotation speed. It's interesting to see here. They've got 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, but not an hour. They've got 2 hours, then 6 hours, then 1 day and no change. I mean, I'm quite happy to leave it at 5 minutes. You've also got their background shuffle. So you can shuffle the order of background images just by simply turning that on. Otherwise, it goes through the same rotation each time of images. You've also got an option to turn the clock on or off. So at the moment, it's switched on. If I turn it off and then go back to the ambient experience, as you can see, we've just got the weather up there in the top left-hand corner. We've also got an option to turn the weather on and off. So let's just turn that off. And if we go back to the ambient experience, we've just got the clock. So you can turn them both off, both on, or individually like I've just done. Then we've got advanced settings. So not really advanced if we go into that. This in here is the amount of time before the ambient experience starts. So if you've not touched your remote control for 5 minutes at the moment, it will start automatically. You can change that by going into that to 10 minutes or 15 minutes if you don't like the 5 minutes default. And we've got ambient experience timeout. So this is the time before it actually turns your TV off or turns the screen off. So at the moment we're set to 15 minutes, but you can set that for 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, 8 hours, or never. So the ambient experience stays on your screen all the time. But again, I'm leaving that at 15 minutes. Other things you can do on here is when you're in the ambient experience, you can just press one of the buttons on the remote control, like the up, down, left or right part of the ring on the remote control. If I just press the down part of the ring, as you can see here, we've got, if we press down again, it hides the widgets. It also gives us a title for the background image. We can also use the left and right parts of the ring on the remote to change the background image if we want to. So we can keep pressing that and go through all the images that are available to us. You can press the 3 horizontal lines on the remote control, the menu button there, to get more options up. You can find out, you can change the background there. So you've got different types of background. So you've got still, motion or dynamic, and plenty more in here. Personal photos from your Amazon Photos. Movies and TV shows you can change there. Trolls, landscape, motion, Barbie collection, abstract. There's absolutely loads in here. If you do get bored with the ones that come up, or you want to sort of customize it a bit more, you can do. You can customize it to whatever you like. I mean, let's just go into, say, for instance, dynamic art. Let's go in there, and there we go. We can select which ones we want to include. So this here says change your collection. This will replace what's currently being displayed on your background. So yeah, let's select all 3 of these. And then if we go back to the background, these collections are now being displayed. If we go back to the options, so press the options button again, you've got about this background. So that gives you more details about the picture that's just come up on the screen. Press the options button again. I'll press the back button, sorry, to get rid of that, and then the options button again. Then we've even got options here to add more widgets on the screen. So let's go into that. And as you'll see here, there you go. We've got Alexa weather, calendar reminder, we've got live TV, music and audio, smart home favourites, sticky notes, which we've already got. And we've also got what should I watch. So if we wanted to add a widget, so if I wanted to add live TV there, I'll just select live TV, go to add widget, and hopefully that should then add it. And let's just go back and have a look. And there you go. It has actually added it on there. Although I think 3 widgets being displayed on the screen at any one time is the limit on there. But if we press the up part of the ring on the remote control a couple of times, as you will see, there you go, more widgets have appeared, or the widget that I actually selected there, the live TV, has appeared. And if we go into any of these widgets, it just takes you to the particular program that we want. And again, if we press the options button on the remote, that's the 3 lines, and go down to ambient preferences, that's a short way of getting to ambient preferences without having to go through the settings. So there you go. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, hit that thanks button and consider making a donation to this channel. Or if you want to have a look through my Amazon store, or looking for a new Fire TV Stick, Cube, or Fire Stick accessories, or even looking for a new VPN, have a look in the description down below. We've got loads of links down there for you. Donating, buying, or subscribing through these links really does help support this channel. It helps me to be able to dedicate more time to spend researching and bringing you these videos. And whilst you're at my YouTube channel, why not stick around? I've got thousands of other videos for you right here, right now, covering all sorts of subjects. Hopefully whilst you're here, you're going to find something to educate you, entertain you, amuse you, and maybe even save you some time and money. And don't forget, if you see anything on my channel that you think your friends, your family, or your work colleagues might find interesting, then please share this on your social media timelines. Thanks for watching.